Days of Our Lives Sami's shocking engagement. Who's the riddle fiancé? Days of Our Lives spoilers Wednesday, November 5th. Tesoro's name change. Leo and Javi's goodbye. EJ's olive branch. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives expects Hurricane Sami Brady to blow into Salem soon with huge news. She announces to Musketeers and family at the forthcoming Horton Clinic Gala that she's engaged. But who's Sami's riddle fiancé? Days of Our Lives Sami Brady's return to Salem. Alright, let's dive into it. So, Sanction Days spoilers say that Sami has several reasons for returning to Salem. First, she needs to meet her newest grandbaby, Trey, aka Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree's new baby, who they named John Roman DiMera III. The alternate thing is Sami is supposed to attend the grand opening fete for the Tom Horton Free Clinic. And also, Sami is going to tell everybody the stunning news that she's engaged. That seems out of left field because she didn't mention seeing anyone when she was in city over the summer. It's instigative news though, since Sami Brady has been an addict fave for decades. But she's not had a full-time plot on the cleaner for quite some time. That is because of Days. Allison Sweeney made that choice because she's so busy with Hallmark Pictures and other systems. So she comes in, blows through city as Hurricane Sami, and blows back out every now and also when she's demanded. Days of Our Lives Sami Brady's recent visits and once dramatizations. Still, Sami came to Salem before this time to comfort Johnny after he learned that EJ DiMera blackmailed her into bed and that Johnny was conceived principally as a product of rape, if you flash back. And also after John Black passed away, Sami came back around. But it was after the burial had formally happened, and she showed up to comfort her mama, Marlena Evans. Plus, Sami was also there to offer support to Johnny, who was on trial for the tried murder of his father, EJ. But also Sami left Salem again because she had to take care of her son, Sydney DiMera, who was recovering from surgery after breaking her leg. So, Hurricane Sami makes landfall in Salem veritably soon. Sami's last traumatic plot on Days. The last time she was in city for any length of time, if you flash back when she had a substantial plot, that was when Sami was reeling over being abducted. And she didn't know it at the time, but it was Lucas Horton that abducted her. He was hysterical that Sami was going to go back to EJ. So, Lucas abducted Sami and he framed EJ. And also Lucas played idol, and he swooped in to deliver Sami. Of course, the verity came out at the worst possible moment when Lucas and Sami were at the balcony and about to be blazoned as man and woman. Chad DiMera burst into the tabernacle. He dropped the stunner that Lucas was the kidnapper. And of course, Sami freaked out, and she ditched him on the spot. So Lucas wound up in Statesville captivity for his crimes, but he's been out for a while now. That was Sami's last love that we knew about, her ill-fated marriage to Lucas. And it was also the last time that Sami was engaged as far as we know. Days of Our Lives who's Sami Brady's riddle fiancé? With the forthcoming 60th anniversary of Days of Our Lives, Sami returns for the corner festivity occurrences that also coincide with the Dr. Tom Horton Free Clinic fancy, schmancy fate. So, Sami is going to tell her family that she's engaged, but who's she engaged to? Who's the riddle man? Is Sami's fiancé a blast from her history, or is it a new Joe? Well, for one thing, we know who it's not. I explosively misdoubt that it's her partner Ray Fernandez. He and Sami had a brief marriage and a couple of flings after their divorce, but that was times agone. The bodacious FBI agent has been single since he broke his engagement with Jada Hunter. And unless he's been sneaking down for screen visits with Sami, it seems doubtful that there's been an occasion for Rafe and Sami to renew their love, which is too bad for Rafe because he needs a lady in his life. EJ is a liberty as Sami's new fiancé. Also, I would say there's no way that Sami is engaged to her ex-husband EJ. He's been super busy working on the secret sketchy lab and the clinic that's cashing it and plaguing the croakers at the sanitarium. Plus, EJ's still in love with Sami's family, Belle Black. EJ lost Belle when he pulled that trick at Johnny's trial when he outed his and Belle's relationship looking for a mistrial. And nethermost line, EJ still loves Belle indeed, though she keeps rejecting him. So, of course, it bothered Sami that Belle was dating EJ. And Sami had some harsh words for her little family, Belle, about this. I do suppose EJ will always carry a arsonist for Sami, but I misdoubt she's open to being with EJ again. Plus, in the many relations we've seen, it seems they still do and have a vibe.
He still cares about her.
She still dislikes him. I suppose that makes EJ a long shot as Sami's new fiancé. Days of Our Lives exploring other implicit suitors from Sami's history. Now, let's talk about Austin Reed. Longtime Days watchers know Sami crushed on Austin when they were youngish, but he loved her family Carrie Brady. I'll spare you all the bloody details, but Sami told falsehoods and did awful effects while she was trying to get Austin. At one point, when she was youngish, Sami indeed cured Austin, and principally she ravished him. Sami's not proud of that. She confessed it to Johnny when she was in City this spring. But as far as we know, Austin is still happily married to Carrie, living in Europe, and he's not with Sami. But another feasible option from her history could be Abe Carver's oldest son, Brandon Walker. We haven't seen him in Salem since 2005. So, it's been 20 times. He and Sami had a tumultuous relationship, and they had a brief marriage. Before Brandon left Salem, Kate Roberts cured Brandon and Sami, and they wound up in bed together. At the time, Sami was in a relationship with Lucas. So, obviously, Kate was trying to mess that up. Brandon took off, and Sami was left to clean up the mess that Kate had caused. Days of Our Lives is Lucas Horton the man who put a ring on it? So, the most likely man that Sami's engaged to, if it's one of her once loves, is the one and only Lucas Horton. He's been gone from Salem for quite a while, so the two could have made amends off-screen. Sami may have fallen for Lucas's cute dimples again. Plus, we've heard that Brian Datillo is back for November sweeps and the 60th anniversary of Days of Our Lives. Still, we indeed caught a regard of Lucas in that extended summer and fall promo if you flash back. So, perhaps Sami is eventually going to marry Lucas. I know he'd be thrilled about it. However, oh my gosh, Kate is presumably going to have an absolute fit if Sami's new fiancé really is Lucas. She always tried her stylish to keep Lucas down from Sami. And if they're back together, we'll see what Kate does. Drop in the commentary who you hope to see Sami engaged to. Days of Our Lives spoilers Wednesday, November 5th, Tesoro's name change, Leo and Javi's goodbye, EJ's olive branch. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Wednesday, November 5th, reveal that Tesoro will get a name change while Leo Stark and Javi Hernandez say a tough farewell. EJ DiMera will also extend an olive branch, so then's what Days of Our Lives suckers can look forward to. As Tesoro's functionary relinquishment day gets underway, Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree DiMera will have a lot to celebrate. EJ will deliver some congratulatory words to Chanel and Johnny, so he'll stopgap to ease the pressure. Although Johnny and Chanel may thank EJ for what he said to sway Amy Choi, they'll also anticipate him to keep his pledge to stay down from his new grandson. It'll break EJ's heart knowing he'll ever have any contact with Tesoro, but there's a good chance that'll change down the road. Until also, commodity differently will change rather. Of course, we're talking about Tesoro's name, since it's time for him to get a endless bone. Days spoilers say Johnny and Chanel will give Marlena Evans updates on the name they've named. Paulina Price will find out about this name choice as well, so she'll be excited over the big news. Chanel and Johnny will agree to call the baby Trey as a surname for John III, so Marlena will be punctured pink over this way to flash back John Black and keep his heritage alive. Marlena and Paulina will also have a little cling session in Wednesday's Day's occasion, so they'll take a moment to suppose back on the history and look to the future, too. Although Johnny and Chanel will be enraptured over making Trey part of their family, saying farewell to Tesoro will be tough for Leo, Javi, Gabby Hernandez, Ariana Ari Hernandez, and Ray Fernandez. Javi and Leo have substantially been the bones taking care of Tesoro, so the loss will hit them the hardest. Days spoilers say Leo and Javi will surely have to lean on each other to get through this painful farewell. Gabby will also poke a little fun at Ari to lighten the mood, so that may involve a love life quiz or some other path to maternal embarrassment. Days of Our Lives spoilers point to further Hernandez family drama soon, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.